Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another night of Goat Locker Next Gen Racing. We've got a interesting night going on tonight. Taking a look, see where we're at real quick. So we're currently in the middle of practice with everybody. We have roughly 11 racers right now, and I am trying to get some stuff to work out. So let me see what I'm doing wrong, because I'm not sure what y'all are seeing right yet. Trying to get the ticker to work, but it doesn't look like it's working. So give me a second, we'll find out. Okay, so the ticker is not working as of yet. I've got to play around with that, and while I do that, y'all enjoy some of this nice racing that you see going on here. Mic check. Mic check 1, mic check 2. All right, ladies and gentlemen, sorry about the confusion and whatnot. Sorry about all that confusion. Hold on. Mic 1. Okay. Nope. Not right. 1, 2. Nope. One. Nope. One. 1, 2, there we go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so welcome to another exciting night of next-gen racing with Goat Locker Racing here at, where are we tonight? New Hampshire Motor Speedway. We have roughly 110 laps, 3 qualifying laps. Sorry, I'm having a little bit of difficulty. I forgot I had my hearing aids in, and I was watching this, got the stream playing so that I can make sure I've got everything going right for us tonight. So, we're going to go ahead and get off of here, and I want to see that last little crash that we just saw lay out there. The first driver tonight will be Mr. Tyler Granat. Mr. Granat is driving the number 81, and if I can get to the chase and the far chase, he's driving the number 81 Ford DeWalt. So, oop, not far chase, front chase, reverse cams. Next we have Mr. Scott Rankin from way down under, still driving the, what is he driving? He's driving the 49 tonight. Take a look at the back end. He's got a Ford GT, the 2022 Ford Mustang GT out there. Take a look at his car. He does have the numbers right on his car this time. I've given him a little bit of trouble in the past about his numbers not being right on top of the car, because when you look up from this point of view, the number was always upside down. So he's gotten that fixed. However, it doesn't look like he's driving the right numbers. Let me make sure I've got everything up to date. Let's reset. Oops. I need to go up here. Control. Alright. Yeah. Okay. So Mr. Rankin is driving, I don't know what the hell he's driving tonight. It's a Ford Mustang, that's all I can tell you. Who it's manufactured through, can't tell you. Then we have Mr. Mark Brannigan driving the number 47 when it loads in. Might take it a second for everything to load up. So anyway, we'll go through the field. You got Mark Brannigan Jr. in the number 47. Jacob Ellenson in the number 27. Timothy Douglas in the 59. Alex Cruz in the number 5. James Goshen in the number 85. Greg Barnett in the number 38. James Kaufman in the number 41. David Kamara in the 02. Tommy Osborne in the number 1. And Kenneth Pack in the number 16. So, I'm not sure what's going on here. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can figure out why the trading paints isn't loading properly. Alright, well, Jacob Ellenson's not loaded in. Timothy Douglas is loaded in. So let's take a look at his car. He is in the BSBs. Alexa, stop. Number 59. I guess because some of these guys haven't run a lap and I hit the reset, it hasn't loaded up their cars yet. There's Mr. Goshen. His car hasn't loaded. Greg Barnett, his car is loaded. So let's take a look. He's in the famous POWMIA Ford Mustang tonight. I'll tell you what the vehicles are. Tyler Granat. Yeah, Granat is in the Ford. Scott Rankin's in a Ford. Mark Brannigan should be in a Camaro. Jacob Ellenson should be in a Camaro. Timothy Douglas should be in a Camaro. Alex Cruz in a Mustang. James Goshen looks like a Camaro. Greg Burnett in the Mustang. James Kaufman will be in a Camaro. Let's see. The gentlemen are about to do their qualifying laps. Let's check in on who's out there doing what. See if we can see any of these drivers doing their... Yep, there they go. This is David Kamara doing his qualification at this time. While we're doing the qualifications, I'll go ahead and knock out the sponsors for tonight's race. Would like to send out a big thank you out to Goat Locker Racing Network for putting up with us tonight. I am your host, Mark Mudslide Hollifield. I'll be doing the commentary tonight. I'd like to send a shout out to Jam Printing and Promotions, Cruisin Classics, Gill Insurance Advisors, Veterans 48, Redbeard Design Company, and Goat Locker Patrick and Jamie for allowing us to be able to hold these events. So, and we just saw that wipeout by David, so he may not get a qualification in because of that little incident. Sounds like he's damaged his car pretty good too. Scott Rankin is about to finish up his qualifying. You hear them downshifting as they come in through the corners there, because if they come through too fast, they'll spin out, and if they come through too slow, then they're going to get past. So this track is a pretty flat track, a little bit of banking at both ends. However, it's not very much. So it's in New Hampshire. Of course, that's flat country up there anyway, so. But as I was saying, you can see there's not very much banking in the back there. And because of that, it's going to cause a lot of problems for some of these drivers. We're looking on board with Tommy Osborne right now in the blue number 1. Looks like Tommy is done. Let's check on Timothy Douglas. Timothy might be done. Jacob Ellenson is running around. He may be done with his qualifications. I'm not entirely sure. Nope, he's still got one more to go. All right, now let's see where Mr. Kenneth Pack is in the number 16. Looks like we're not going to have a very big field tonight. I don't know where Jamie or Patrick are, or where some of the other gentlemen who generally run this course. So I do know that we will have Jamie Mullins out for the next 2 weeks. He's on a the East Coast. What did he call it? Something about East Coast. Hold on, I gotta look it up. He made me laugh whenever he sent it out. So let's see. Okay. He said to tell y'all he's doing the East Coast Porn Tour of 2022. And that he's hitting all the hot spots just right. So, with that being... yeah. It's interesting. Alright, so Scott Rankin is our pole sitter. I'll go over that in just a minute. Taking a look at the grid when we get the TV back. So everybody is loading back up. All right, here we go. As they load up and do their driver's meeting real quick, I'm going to go over the grid. The grid is Scott Rankin. In the number 49, Mark Brannigan Jr. will take second place. Tyler Granat in third place. Let's do this way. I want to take a look at everybody's vehicle. That way you know who they are. So, Mark Brannigan is in first place. No, Scott Rankin's in first place. Mark Brannigan's in second place. Tyler Granat is in third place. Jacob Ellenson's in fourth place. Alex Cruz is in fifth place. Timothy Douglas is in sixth place. James Goshen in seventh place. James Kaufman in eighth place. Kenneth Pack will be in ninth. Tommy Osborne in 10th. Greg Barnett in 11th. And rounding out the field will be David Camara. You see each of the individual cars out there. Let's go ahead and get to camera 2. and see where all the excitement is right now. Pace car is off, and away we go. Scott Rankin's got a good jump, and he's on the outside. He's a little high going into 1 and coming out of 2. In the back stretch, he's staying against the wall. Tyler Grenell. Oh, we got a spin out in turn 1 back there. We do have a spin out. Let's take a look at that real quick. See what happened. Alright. We'll start right here. So it looks like Kenneth Peck and Tommy Osborne get a little sideways. And that also takes out David Kamara. Let's go back live. The caution is out. This is 110 laps. And these gentlemen do have one faster pair. I believe it is 3 sets of tires behind the wall and 1 set that they qualified on and will be running for the rest of the... or that they'll run for the start of this race. So everybody's trying to catch up to Scott Rankin right now. Involved in that was Greg Barnett, David Kamara, and Kenneth Peck. Greg Barnett and David Kamara are both in the pits, or heading into the pits right now. Tommy Osborne had 34.38 seconds on that last lap. I guess he's trying to catch up to the rest of the field, is why he's able to speed around the track so fast. So, not even in the first corner, and we had 3 cars involved in a massive accident. Fortunately, it doesn't look like it was too much damage to any of the vehicles. So... go up here and take a look at the lead. I wish I was able to pull up the pace truck. Give you a slight look at what was going on from the back of the pace vehicle, but that is not one of the vehicles I can take a look at. We're looking at from the nose cone of Scott Rankin right now. You can see Kenneth Peck is right there at the beginning. He's not in the lead, but he may get the wave around here in just a second. We'll take a look at the course real quick. Oh, maybe not. I thought I was going to be able to pull you up the track overlay. I was trying something new, y'all. Alright. So the lights are out on the pace truck. They're coming back around. This time when the pace truck comes off, they'll hit that Geico restart. All 4 tires inside the restart zone, and they'll be able to take off. But the leader has to have all 4 tires inside the Geico restart zone before they can give it any gas and get the green. All the other drivers have to wait for the first driver to decide when he's going to go. I'm going back to the excitement. Why is it? Oops, wrong one. Alright, and here we go. Scott Rankin's on his way. He's leading through 1, about midway up through the turn. Coming out, he stays to the wall. Tyler Granat's right behind him, and next to him is Mark Brannigan. They are battling it out for that second place position. Mark Brannigan uses the inside and pushes Tyler to the outside, taking over second place. You see him going too wide. Oh, and Jacob Ellenson just barely gets into Tyler Granat and turns him, bringing out the caution. You can hear Jacob saying, "My bad," as they were going around. Let's go take a look, see what happened. If he just got a little bit too loose there, and Jacob just pushed up just a little bit too hard. So as they go into the corner, you see, yep, Jacob got a little loose, slipped up the track. Tyler was trying to come down the track. Just nothing that they could do, and it turned Tyler into the wall. So Tyler's got the vehicle started. He'll be able to bring it into the pits. See if he uses a fast repair, or if he thinks he's still good to go for the rest of the night. Until the next caution comes out. Speaking of cautions, let's go ahead and take a look at the pit lane too, and see if anybody is going to go down pit lane. Doesn't look like we have any takers right now heading down pit lane. Everybody's coming down the back stretch there, or the front stretch. Didn't look like anybody went down pit lane. Oh, there it goes, Tyler Granat down pit lane. And Kenneth Pack also went in, and so did Greg Barnett. Now we'll see who is faster coming out of the pit. Will it be Tyler, Kenneth, or Greg coming off that line and showing us who crosses the green? It's Tyler on the way out. He's first out. Who's next? Will it be Kenneth or Greg? Let's see, gentlemen. Who's coming out? It is Greg, second out, and Kenneth is third out, last out. So as we restack the field, it's Scott Rankin, Mark Brannigan Jr., Jacob Ellenson, Timothy Douglas, and Alex Cruz rounding out the top 5. James Goshen, James Kaufman, David Kamara, and Tommy Osborne and Tyler Granat rounding out the top 10. Then Greg Barnett and Kenneth Pack. The lights are out on the back of the lights are out on the pace truck, so this time around they'll be getting ready to start it. You see the pace truck's lights are off. They're coming around the corner. Pace truck is down and away, coming up to the Geico restart zone, and you hear the engine starting to rev. There they go. Scott Rankin just guns it, and he's being pushed by Jacob Ellenson down the track. Jacob is trying to catch up to Scott. Scott's using that mid to high line. Jacob Ellenson is, whoa, we got another spin and a crash. Oh, we got a big crash back there. Let's go back and see what happened.
All right. Let's settle down, everybody, including myself.
So James Kaufman goes into the corner, loses control just a little bit. Then Tyler Granat slams into him. Tommy Osborne turns sideways with Greg Barnett, trying not to hit him. Just is not a good, easy track. You can hear Jacob Ellenson telling everybody to take their time, chill out, relax. Let's see. We'll watch Tommy Osborne's perspective of this. Tyler's a little bit on the inside. Tyler just got rammed in the back end. Here comes the pace truck. And we're back. It's an interesting race here. Let's do a little on-board inside the cockpit. Check out Scott Rankins here. You see the pace truck. This is Jacob Ellinson's on board. Mark Brannigan. Timothy Douglas. Alex Cruz. James Goshen. David Kamara. Kenneth Pack. James Kaufman. Tommy Osborne. Tyler Granat. And Greg Burnett. Getting that chopper view. You see the lights are out on the pace truck. Some are having a little bit too much fun with that pace truck right now, pushing it around the corners. So the man from down under, Scott Rankin, is the current leader. Jacob Ellinson's in second place. Timothy Douglas in third place. Mark Brannigan in... Whoa, wait a second. Okay, Mark Brannigan's in third place. Timothy Douglas is in fourth place. Alex Cruz is still holding in fifth place. Here we go. They're in the restart zone. And there goes Scott Rankin. He's getting a good push from Mark Brannigan. Mark is trying to get past Jacob Ellinson, shooting to the low inside. We see all these vehicles coming around the corners here. David Kamara backed off just a little bit, so I don't know if he lost speed or what was going on, but he slowed down just a little bit. Jacob Ellinson's lost a little bit of control, but he's not bringing out the yellow flag as he heads down pit road. Scott Rankin's still holding on to that top spot. Mark Brannigan is trying to catch up to him. He's using the outside wall to draft off of. Now he's trying to stay in Scott's draft and follow him, but Scott just shoots to the middle of the track and then to the outside as they come out of turn 4. Timothy Douglas is back in third place, and he is trying to catch the rest of the two leaders. He's staying in that mid to low line as they go into to 1 and 2, and then he shoots to the outside wall. Everybody's staying single file. There's not much there's not much draft out there. It looks like Scott Rankin is using the upper half of the track to be able to keep his tires fresh and not cause as much damage, even though everything was cleaned up earlier. All the practice that they did carry over to the qualifying. The qualifying did carry on over to the race. So these gentlemen are racing on where they had been practicing. So I guess Mr. Rankin had found the high line to be the better of the lines for himself. Tyler Granat has went down 1 lap. The fastest of that last lap was Jacob Ellinson at 30.58 seconds. He's got Scott Rankin by 0.3 seconds. However, it's Mr. Ellinson is way back there because he had to go through the pit after he lost control there earlier. Looks like Greg Barnett has passed Tommy Osborne. Oh, we got a crash. That brought out the caution there. Timothy Douglas, I'm going to switch over and we're going to follow in the chase and see what happened with Timothy. Timothy comes through the corner, gets a little bit loose, and as he does, he overcorrected going to the inside and just wipes out Greg Barnett as he was bouncing through the air. And that has major consequences to Timothy, because that probably did some major damage to his vehicle. Let's take a look at Greg's onboard view. And see what happened with Greg. So you see the wreck right ahead of him. Oh, that wasn't Greg. Who was that? 80. James Goshen. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I thought it was Greg, but it was James Goshen. James Goshen got caught up in that one. So we're going to watch what happens between James and Tim. Timothy is ahead of him. You see he gets a little sideways. Goshen just had nowhere to go. He got smashed. It's bad luck on Goshen's part. It just wasn't anything anybody could do, though. So with that being said, James Kaufman has taken the lead. Kenneth Pack is in second place. Scott Rankin stopped in to get new tires. Mark Brannigan evidently stopped also. Alex Cruz, James Goshen, David Kamara, Tommy Osborne, Jacob Ellenson, Tyler Granat, Greg Barnett, and Timothy Douglas. Kenneth Pack is now going into the pits at this time. Oops. Lights are still on the caution car, so all the leaders have pitted and gotten fresh tires. Don't know if they've all used their fast repairs or not. It doesn't look like Timothy Douglas is able to use a fast repair. So he is currently in the pits getting his vehicle repaired. Not exactly sure if Mr. Douglas is capable of getting everything done, or if he was involved in something a little bit earlier. Let me see. So, with that being said, the lights are out on the pace car. We now have James Kaufman, Scott Rankin, Mark Brannigan Jr., Alex Cruz, James Goshen, Tommy Osborne, Jacob Ellenson, David Kamara, Tyler Granat, Kenneth Pack, and Greg Barnett out in the field. Timothy Douglas is still in the pits, and he is 3 laps down as of current. So the lights are off on the pace car. They're coming around 3, going into 4. As the pace truck passes through 4, you see these guys are getting antsy and ready for him. Mr. Kaufman is waiting for... They're in the restart zone, and there goes Mr. Kaufman shooting down the track as fast as he can, but he's being followed by Mark Brannigan. Everybody slows down just a little bit. They are 3 wide in turn 1 and coming into 2. 3 wide back there. Tyler Granat, David Kamara, and Tommy Osborne were all 3 wide and going from 1 to 2, coming out of 2. Now they're doing side-by-side action, running down. Trying to keep up with all these passes, it's kind of hard. Tyler Granat has passed Alex Cruz for position 6. Mark Brannigan Jr. has passed James Kaufman, and we've got a spin, but can he hold it? Can he hold it? No, he's into the wall. Will that bring out the caution? No, it did not bring out the caution. So it's Mark Brannigan, James Kaufman, Jacob Ellenson, James Goshen, Tyler Granat, Alex Cruz, David Kamara, now Alex Cruz, Tommy Osborne, Kenneth Pack, Greg Barnett, and Scott Rankin is at the end of the pack. Mr. Rankin looked to be the one that went crashing into the wall.